Hey, what's up? So, I was gonna talk about love, but I'm gonna hold that off for next week. I also wanted to talk about never giving up because my buddy was talking that he didn't want to write any raps, but something major happened at work, and I want to base this video on, kind of accepting responsibility and stepping up. I went to work last night, not in the best mood because I wanted her to take a shift that I had today because I have to study for a bio test that I have tomorrow. And, I'm not sure how well I'll do. But, I wasn't in the best mood. And as soon as I got there, on top of the work that needs to get done to close every night, there was way more. And I was just fed up with it because I was told she was the one who closed. And people were saying that she wasn't doing work. So I'm pretty good friends with her boyfriend, and I went and I talked to him probably for half an hour, just me speaking and saying, you know what, she needs to step it up. I am sick and tired of all this work that needs to get done, and she's not taking responsibility. I see her doing these things, and I wasn't doing my best to blame her, but it came out that way. And so, after that, I felt good and confident about what I said, but I was feeling kind of guilty. And then, at about 1:32 this morning, I got a text message from her just, insulting me, saying I'm talking behind her back. But the truth here is that if you say this to her face, she would either whine, cry, or walk away. Kind of like a baby. Honestly. And honesty is what I wanted. I wanted honesty, but she wouldn't accept responsibility. So I woke up this morning, and all I responded said, I never said I was better. I talked to my mom about it, and she said, you know what, leave it at that. The truth is I said what I needed to say, but at a point I still feel like somehow I'm doing something bad. I try to talk about these things. I try to get them resolved. But I was just frustrated, and I was sick and tired of it. So maybe I went a bit overboard. But sometimes there's things that you need to say. About a year ago, I was near the end of my 3 months, and I don't know if this is anywhere else in Europe or in USA, but in Canada and where I am, you have to have 3 months. You have to be there for 3 months before they can't fire you. And in those 3 months, they can fire you for any reason. And I was at the very end of this job, and I got fired. And I was shocked. I had no idea. And a couple months, or actually a month later, I got the job that I'm at now. And a couple months later, I was in the same position. And I was close to being fired. And one guy told me that I needed to step up. He swore at me and not really insulted, but that kind of talk. And he was associate. He wasn't a manager. And I did. And I still have that job today. All I needed was a little bit of motivation, and that's what I'm trying to give her, but she will not accept the responsibility that she has. She will fight for it and fight and insult and say that I'm bad and I'm horrible, and I was just feeling, this sucks. Every time I'm trying to do good, I just feel like somehow I'm the bad guy. What is even the purpose of this job anymore? As I went to church today, and as the pastor talked about, people not wanting to go to church, one verse, this verse I tell you, amazing, and this is where I'm going to end it though, but this verse, Colossians 3, chapter 12, or Colossians chapter 3, 12 to 14, and it says, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. There's not much more I want to say. I'd just like to say thank you for listening. Hopefully I can just keep getting more views. You know, just thank you for listening. Send in your stories if you want to, if you want me to speak about it, if you would like to pray for me, or any thoughts you got on this, whether I'm right or wrong. I'd love to hear it. I want to hear what you guys think I should do, because in the next week, in the next couple weeks I should say, it's going to get tough. I don't know whether it's going to be a hostile environment or not, but I promise you next week will be love. There will be a rap. There will be, the usual, but I just needed to get this off my chest, whether it is venting or teaching or what it is. But remember, forgive as the Lord has forgiven you. Deuces.